Good morning, I'm Samriddhi K.C. and these are the headlines of the hour. Representatives from the government and the agitated side hold discussions on the disputed Pathivara cable car issue, meeting to continue today as well. Sales of supplements such as vitamin, calcium and protein without scrutiny of Department of Drug Administration on rise, impulsive buying and consumption to impact human health. U.S. President Donald Trump grants Mexico and Canada a 30-day reprieve on U.S. tariffs. Both nations pledge to intensify efforts to block illegal drugs and migrants. And Nepal prepares for its clash with Thailand in Women's T20I Tri-Series underway in TU cricket ground. Kantipur home team in search of its first win. Welcome back. Representatives from the government and the agitated side held discussions on the disputed Pathivara cable car issue yesterday. A talk team formed by the Ministry of Home Affairs and the protesting side began talks from the afternoon yesterday at a hotel in the capital. The government had formed a dialogue committee under the leadership of Joint Secretary Prem Prasad Bhattrai.
संघीय मामला तथा सामान्य प्रशासन मन्त्रालय अहिले स्थानीय सरकारहरुसँग समन्वय गर्ने हैन एउटा त्यो भूमिकामा पनि छ। अर्को आजको मितिमा केबल कारको नियमन गर्ने जिम्मा सरकारको कार्यविभाजन नियमावली अनुसार संघीय मामला तथा सामान्य प्रशासन मन्त्रालयको अन्तर्गत भयो। त्यसपछि गएर अरु पर्यटकीय हिसाबले सांस्कृतिक महत्त्वको स्थल पनि भएको नाताले संस्कृति मन्त्रालय र अरु त्यसको पूर्वाधारसँग सम्बन्धित विषय भावनाले शहरी विकास मन्त्रालयका प्रतिनिधिहरू रहेको वार्ता कमिटी गठन गरेको। त्यो टिम बसिसकेपछि ती समस्याहरूको विषयमा विशद छलफल गरेर त्यसलाई कसरी समाधान गरेर त्यसको चाहिँ ल्यान्डिङ गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने कुरा त वार्ता कमिटीले त्यसपछि गर्छ।
Earlier, Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak had held discussion with Koshi Province Assembly members. The dialogue committee formed by the government of Koshi Province had urged for a peaceful solution to the issue, saying the protest had affected general lives. Koshi government had formed a 3-member talk team under the leadership of Province Minister for Economic Affairs Ram Bahadur Magar.
हामीले यसलाई शान्तिपूर्ण र छिटो निकासको उपायतिर लाग्नका निम्ति हामी केन्द्रीय सरकारसँग पनि सम्पर्कमा छौं र अहिले जे बन्द हडताल लगायतका भएका छन् यी पनि शान्तिपूर्ण रूपमा हुन् र यसमा धेरै व्यथिति नहोस् भन्ने तर्फ हामी सजग पनि छौं र यसलाई चाँडै समाधानको उपाय खोजी गर्नका निम्ति वार्ता हामीसँग भए हामीले त्यसको सहजीकरण गर्ने हो र केन्द्रीय सरकारसँगै उहाँहरुको वार्ता भयो भने पनि हामीलाई त्यसमा कुनै आपत्ति हुने अवस्था रहँदैन र यसलाई सजिलो समाधानको उपायतिर र वार्ताबाटै समस्याको समाधान निकाल्नेतर्फ अगाडि बढियोस् भन्ने हाम्रो आग्रह छ।
Yesterday's dialogue took place after the protesting No Cable Car group formed a 4-membered committee to facilitate meeting with the talk team from Home Ministry. The committee is being led by Amar Tumyahang and includes Ram Madan, Sankar Limbu and Sharu Shingak. The protest has been ongoing since a week surrounding the construction of Pathivara cable car. The meeting between government and the protesting side is to continue today as well. The sales of supplements like vitamin, calcium and protein among others has increased, with many believing they compensate for the nutrient deficiencies. However, these products lack government testing and regulations. Many are sold illegally in drugstores even though they are registered as only dietary supplements by the Food and Quality Control Department and not as medicines by the Department of Drug Administration.
Supplements like vitamins, calcium and protein are easily available in drugstores, often bought for nutrient deficiencies with or without doctor's advice. However, the government does not classify them as medicine. The Department of Food and Quality Control registers them only as food or dietary supplements.
इन्डस्ट्रीको सबैको भिटामिन आफै पनि खोज्दै आउनुहुन्छ डाक्टरले पनि तपाईको प्रिस्क्राइब गरेपछि लिन आउनुहुन्छ जस तपाईको धेरै यसमा मल्टिभिटामिन क्याल्सियम चाहिँ अत्याधिक तपाईको जस माग छ
अब एउटा एक जनालाई हैन दुई जनालाई हैन तीन जनालाई हैन पसलमा आका 100 150 जना पेशेन्टमा 80 90 जनालाई सप्लिमेन्टहरु लेखेकै हुन्छ अब त्यो बेच्ने कि नबेच्ने
The Drug Administration Department tests medicines to determine their safety but does not classify supplements as medicine. According to Section 8 of the Drugs Act 1978, all medicines must be registered and certified before distribution.
खाद्यले विभिन्न किसिमको न्युट्रास्युटिकल्सको नाममा लाइसेन्सहरू दिइरहेको छ र त्यसको कुनै खास टेस्ट पनि छैन, टेस्ट पनि गरेको छैन र हाम्रो चाहिँ कस्तो छ भने ऐनमा पनि प्रष्ट व्यवस्था भएको अनि नियमावलीमा पनि हाम्रो प्रष्ट व्यवस्था के छ भने औषधिसँग सम्बन्धित नदेखिएको वस्तुलाई हामीले औषधि पसलबाट बिक्री वितरण गर्न दिदैनौं.
These supplements have not been tested to verify whether they contain the claimed nutrients. As a result, there is no clear understanding of what consumers are consuming or how these products may affect their health.
विभागले चाहिँ न्युट्रास्युटिकल खानी र खान पर्छ भन्ने कुरामा प्रोत्साहन गर्दैन किनभने अब त्यसमा त्यो न्युट्रास्युटिकल्सको नाममा भएका विभिन्नहरु को त्यो ल्याबमा परीक्षण पनि नहुने र त्यसमा त्यो छ कि छैन पनि नहुने र त्यसमा त्यो औषध व्यवस्था विभागमा पनि दर्ता नहुने.
The Drug Administration Department filed a petition in the Supreme Court against the Department of Food Technology and Quality Control for registering and allowing the sale of nutraceuticals as food or dietary supplements. On 15th of April 2024, the court ruled against their sales. Last week, the department issued a statement expressing concern over the misleading promotion of these products. While the Department of Food Technology and Quality Control has deemed them safe for consumption, selling them as medicine is illegal.
Former Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun has officially returned to active politics. The office bearers meeting of CPN Maoist Center held at party chair Pushpa Kamal Dahal's residence in Kumaltar yesterday officially handed over party responsibilities to Pun. He had served 2 terms as vice president. Yesterday's meeting also decided to hold an assembly of its chiefs and deputy chiefs elected to local levels on 21st of February. The party is also preparing to hold a campaign focusing on the postal highway that will begin on 24th of February from Jhapa's Kechana Kawal. The meeting also shuffled responsibilities of the party leaders. Haribol Gazurel has been maintained as the Deputy General Secretary in Koshi Province. Matrika Yadav has been assigned as Deputy General Secretary for Madhesh Province and Hitman Shakya as Secretary for Bagmati Province. Secretary Dinanath Sarma has been given continuity in Gandaki Province. Likewise, Secretary Chakrapani Khanal for Lumbini, Standing Committee member Kali Bahadur Malla for Karnali Province and Deputy General Secretary Giriraj Mani Pokhrel as in charge of the Sudur Paschim Province have given continuity. Secretary Leela Mani Pokhrel has been assigned the responsibility of looking after coordinating communication at the provincial level. Standing Committee member Jaipuri Gharti has been assigned the responsibility of the Valley, Lakshman Panta for SAARC, Ram Karki for Europe and US, and Om Sharma in charge for Asia. US President Donald Trump's proposed 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, which were set to come into effect from tonight, will be paused for a month. According to Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, the US has postponed to implement the tariff immediately after a phone call with US President Trump. During the conversation, Mexican President Sheinbaum pledged to strengthen the northern border by deploying about 10,000 National Guard troops to prevent drug trafficking and illegal immigration from entering the US, after which Trump extended the deadline for imposing the tariff on Mexico. The US president has also promised to strictly restrict arms entering Mexico illegally. Meanwhile, after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau promised to appoint a fentanyl czar to stop the flow of fentanyl along the northern border, the 25% additional tariff that was to be imposed on Canada has also been postponed for a month. Earlier, Trump had warned that Mexico and Canada would face a 25% tax unless they stop illegal immigration and the flow of fentanyl. Likewise, Trump had also announced a 10% tariff on China, which is expected to come into effect since today's midnight. In return, Canada and Mexico have also pledged to impose similar tariffs on American goods. However, after assurances about the border security and during discussions with the heads of the state of both countries, Trump reportedly decided not to impose the tax immediately. All three countries are major trading partners of the United States. In 2022, China exported goods worth $536 billion, Mexico $455 billion, and Canada $437 billion. The alliance of rebel groups in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo have declared a humanitarian ceasefire starting from today. In a statement, the group, which includes the Rwanda-backed M23 rebels, cited humanitarian reasons for the ceasefire after it has been capturing territory in the eastern parts of the country. The UN said at least 900 people have been killed and 2,880 injured in recent fighting in and around Goma, DR Congo's largest eastern city, after it was seized by the rebels. The G7 nations and the EU have condemned the offensive as a flagrant violation of DR Congo's sovereignty. The alliance of rebel groups known as the Congo River Alliance has accused the Congolese military of killing people using aircrafts to bomb areas it holds. It added it does not intend to seize any further territory despite saying otherwise last week, and it will hold its positions. In a statement, the alliance said that they reiterate commitment to protect and defend the civilian population and group positions. Regional fighting has seen hundreds of thousands of people displaced over the last 3 years. According to the UN's refugee agency, since the start of 2025, more than 400,000 people have been forced from their homes. Rwandan President Paul Kagame, who is also commander-in-chief of the Rwanda Defense Force, said he did not know if his country's troops were in DR Congo. Meanwhile, human rights groups have been calling for more pressure on Rwanda to back down. The DR Congo's communications minister called for the international community to impose sanctions on Rwanda. With 30 years of conflict behind them, it is expected that any negotiations, if they do not break down, as they have several times in the last year, could go on for months. Democratic lawmakers joined a protest outside USAID offices in Washington, D.C. yesterday to rally against Trump's administration's efforts to shut down the foreign aid agency. Representatives like Gerald Connolly, Don Bayer, and Jamie Raskin spoke outside the agency's building alongside Senators Chris Van Hollen and Christopher Murphy. Most USAID staffers were told not to report to the agency's headquarters in Washington on Monday and to work remotely. Billionaire Elon Musk, who is heading U.S. President Donald Trump's drive to shrink the federal government, gave an update on the effort early Monday. He is saying that the work is underway to shut down the U.S. foreign aid agency, USAID. Musk, who is also the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, discussed the Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) in a social media talk on Monday on X, which he also owns. Trump has assigned Musk to lead a federal cost-cutting panel. The conversation, which included former Republican president candidate Vivek Ramaswamy and Republican Senators Joni Ernst and Mike Lee, began with Musk saying they were working to shut down the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. As per the senior White House official, Trump is considering merging the U.S. Agency for International Development with the State Department. U.S. Secretary of the State Marco Rubio has told that he hopes for more steps from Panama after he met with Panamanian officials over China's presence around the Panama Canal. Rubio also hit out at USAID, which has been targeted for closure by billionaire Elon Musk. Let's take a look at what he had said.
I was pretty clear, and I hope that we'll see additional steps in the days to come to reaffirm that. Their basic attitude is, we don't work for anyone, we work for ourselves. No agency of government can tell us what to do. So the president made me the acting administrator. I've delegated that power to someone who's there full-time, and we're going to go through the same process at USAID as we're going through now at the State Department. I think there are some, this is not about getting rid of foreign aid. There are things that we do through USAID that we should continue to do that makes sense. There's no talks about doing that. No one's discussed it. We don't recognize them now. What he's agreed to is very simple. I'm not going to talk about what those actions are, but he knows and they know we have many options to inflict serious damage and harm on the Maduro regime. We need to apply more pressure to Iran until they stop doing the activities that they're doing. What are those activities? They're trying to ultimately get to a nuclear weapon. I have no intention of going to Havana with this regime in place other than to discuss when they're going to...
That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.